All right, we're catching up with Mike Bibby. Obviously, you play in the league for a long time. You've seen coaching changes before. I guess first things first. What was your reaction to this news that the Kings are letting go of Mike Brown after he's only the second winning coach in Kings history next to your old guy Rick Adelman?
My first reaction, something had to be done. That's when I'm looking back. The first and the coach is always the first person to go. So, it's unfortunate. He's had a good run like with the teams he's been with. I'm not saying he's not a good coach or anything. I just maybe wasn't working for this Kings team. Maybe he lost the locker room or something's going on. But I wasn't in the locker room, so I really can't speak on what's going on. But something had to be done because the team that you have shouldn't have this record. The players play the game obviously, but the coaches kind of are the backbone. They kind of give the guys confidence. They do all this stuff for these guys, but the team does go out there and play it. But like I said, the coach is always the one to feel the wrath first.
And you think about something being done right now in December, though. Weird timing. It feels like. And can there actually be anything good that comes from that happening in December at this point of a season?
I think, yeah, I think it's something had to be done. Whether you look at it, if it's a player trade or the coach being gone, something had to be done before the season really got lost. There's still a lot of games left. They have a lot of games to play. They could still turn this thing around. I think I still have high hopes for them. Um, just to have a different look. Doug will be in there. They got another player's perspective of going in there. I think Doug will kind of, I don't really know Doug's coaching style or anything, but I think they respect Doug. A lot of these players respect former players, and when they go out there and we've seen it firsthand, kind of what they do, what they're trying to do. So our best interest is to help them. I think that's Doug's personality. Doug's going to help them and try to make them the best they can.
Mike, one thing we've been talking about is like it feels like watching this Kings team. You talk about the talent. The talent is obviously there. But one thing that has stood out to me is it doesn't seem like the players are holding each other accountable. Like the coaches can only do so much. Like they're going to
Yeah.
coach you, but like on the court, you have to hold each other accountable. When you are on some really good teams in the NBA, how important is it to have someone on the team that is vocal, that is going to hold others accountable?
That's the best. What makes teams so good. That's what made us so good when we were in Sacramento, because I was on different teams where people weren't held accountable, and you could just tell, you could see it on the court. You'll have different groups going here and there, people going against each other. So being in Sacramento with having Chris Webber, Hall of Fame player and our best player at the time, he held himself accountable. So that kind of trickled down to everybody else, and we respected that. And that's the first time that I've seen that. I was in Vancouver for 3 years, and it was just like, we're losing. Whoever's fault it is whoever's fault. Maybe it's the
Mm.
coach's fault. Maybe it's our style of play. You could get away with that when you're losing. But good teams hold themselves accountable, and you could tell by just looking around at some of the teams that hold each other accountable. Like you could tell. Probably the Thunder hold each other accountable. The Celtics, the good teams hold themselves accountable. So, that has to go with DeMar, Domas, and Fox, and Monk as well too. But as far as those four, somebody has to come out and get in somebody's face. Hey, this is what we got to do. It was your fault, or hold your hand up sometimes. So you know what? I messed up. I'm gonna make up for it on this next time.
So if let's say that they don't have that person and because it hasn't been happening, do you think the next step is during this time to also make some changes on this roster? Like I know we say like something needed to happen, but don't probably more needs to happen?
I think more needs to happen. I think something needs to happen. I can't put my finger on what it is. Ever since moving Monk to the starting lineup, like I said, like I've always had a problem with that just because of Monk's just what he brings off the bench and his firepower off the bench. You need that. And now once they bring him in, there's really nothing with a lot of firepower coming off the bench. So you're looking for all your scoring now coming from your starters. And so I think something had to be made. like I said, it's not the coach that's playing the games. So we're gonna see coming up in these next few games if it was Mike Brown or if now they might be playing harder. Now, you know, I mean, you get in a situation to where I've been on teams where they didn't really care about the coach. And then like if the coach lost the locker room and people stop playing for you then. And then so hopefully this will bring back some energy and bring back the ties. You know what? Let's go get it for ourselves. Let's go get it for Doug and see if it goes from there. See where it goes from there.
What's the biggest challenge from a player's perspective when there is like an in-season coaching change and you have an interim guy taking over?
Because, I mean, the intern guy he'll be like a guy trying to fit in. So he's going to be very, not to say casual, but looking to help you guys. You know what I mean? Like in Doug's situation, I don't know what spot he was on the bench, but I think Doug will come in and do a great job as far as giving these guys confidence and not getting down on them and maybe hold himself accountable. Doug was on that team with us too, where, you know, he would hold his hand up, you know, my fault, I messed up. So everybody did it. So hopefully Doug could bring that back to the table and maybe, you know, pull Fox.
Uh-oh. Mike Bibby froze. Frozen Mike Bibby face is kind of funny though.
Mike Bibby, you're frozen.
Damn.
You know what's funny? As Mike Bibby is frozen.
Oh, there he's back. He's back. He's back. Are you? Oh, you froze again.
Oh no!
Are you back? Wait. All right. I think Mike's back.
Mike, you're good.
You there?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that you're gonna adjust your camera like that was gonna fix the issue.
I don't know. It's bad service in here.
Mike's a big tech guy. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Very big.
Oh, by the way, Mike, how many TVs you got behind you there, man?
So we always play.
Oh, don't move too much,
Why'd I
Mike.
do
Yeah,
that?
why would
that's
you
on
do
me.
that?
That's a turnover.
Oh, there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my God.
So these are for the video. The 3 are for the video game, and the one up top is for like to watch TV because we have a lot of things. I'll take you guys around.
Yay! Oh my God! Welcome to Mike Bibby's crib.
I don't know how to turn it around.
Oh, look at you!
I love this. Yeah.
Oh man, the good old days.
I got the Jordan stuff up there.
That's awesome.
This is a little golf game that I got, a little video golf game.
That is connected to another TV. Love it.
Yeah, so we changed the screen. So this is what I have up here for the
yes, that's so awesome.
2001, 2002.
Mike. And I saw the jerseys.
We got the first NBA Jam, but the first video game I'm in here.
Whoa. Okay.
That is so cool.
And then I got my jerseys hanging up here. This is our set of the podcast that we do. We do it all right here. So.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Plug the pod, Mike.
Yeah, Straight Game Podcast on all levels, wherever you watch your podcast at. Go follow us.
Good job. Good job.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mike, we really appreciate your perspective on this. It's been too long since we've seen your face. Go ahead, Morgan.
And we're gonna
No,
have.
I'll be back at June, the 5th or 6th. I was supposed to be back, so I'll be back.
Okay.
I was watching the game last night, and I went to sleep thinking they won. I woke up, and I didn't get to see the end. What happened?
Oh, Mike, you don't. I don't know if you want to know what happened.
Well, let's put it this way. Mike Brown's no longer that coach anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, and let me ask you this.
Oh yeah.
What time are you going to bed, man? Mike, you can't stay up late and watch NBA anymore.
No, you got to remember it's an hour later here, and I wake up at 3:30
Yeah.
in the morning.
At 3, he has a schedule he sticks to every day. Every day.
3:30 every morning, Deuce.
And he takes a nap later on in the day. I know your schedule, Mike. I got
I
you.
take a lot of naps.
I
I was
know.
sleeping there for like a 3-hour nap. If you want to call it a nap, you can call it a nap. Or you could call it going to sleep. It's one of the two.
Other thing, Mike, we got to have you, because I know we've talked about this and we were going to have you on the podcast in the new year because I want us all to be together like in person. But I'm laughing that the first time that you're actually coming on the podcast is after Sacramento Kings head coach is getting fired. So
I know, that's crazy.
But
Ain't it?
we had to get his perspective one, and I'm like, oh, he also knows like Doug Christie
It's
well.
true.
So like
It's true.
And
I think
also,
Doug would be great for the spot. Just the fact that, the guys respect him and they're going to play hard. They'll play hard for Doug. It's kind of like when Scotty Brooks came and coached the first 2 games. Eric Musselman got suspended for the first 2 games, and Scotty Brooks came in, and just his demeanor and the way he talked to us made us want to play hard for him.
Ooh.
He won his first 2 games in Sacramento. It's just that you get a guy that you want to be able to lean on and be able to talk to. And I think Doug is one of those guys.
Ah, damn. And then you guys were out on Musselman fast, huh?
Hey,
No, he got suspended for the first 2
I
games.
know.
Something happened in the first 2 games, but he coached the rest of the season.
look at
No,
Mike's
I
face.
know.
Look at Mike's face.
One year in Sacramento. And then I think it was what? I think Reggie came in and like took your phones. Oh, man, crazy times in
Yeah, I
Sacramento.
mean, no, he didn't take. He was trying to do a lot of college stuff that wasn't going to work.
Oh my god.
No comment.
Do you remember why Musselman was suspended, Morgan?
Oh no, I don't remember that story.
Because he got a DUI in the preseason.
Hey,
The coach.
Yeah.
Hey,
Crazy.
hey, okay.
Crazy times.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, we'll see what happens, Mike. I appreciate you hopping on, and I can't
problem.
wait to see you in person soon.
It can't get any worse. That's what you got to look at. It can't get any worse.
I
They
love
just gotta-
that.
No, I mean, it's just that you hate to see. I mean, like 5-game skid. This team is better than that. You know what I mean? They're better than that just by looking at the games. I mean, they're in some of the games, but it's just disappointing that. I think this might be the turnaround that they needed.
I'm gonna hang that quote up on our wall. It
All right,
can't
Mike.
get any worse. Mike Bibby.
Oh, it can't. It can't.
All
Well, thanks
right.
for having me on,
We'll
guys.
see you
All
in
right,
a
thanks
couple
for-
weeks,
all
Mike.
right.
All right, see you guys later.
So,
Bye.
That's the one and only Mike Bibby
Oh, he's the
joining us.
best.
He is the best. What's funny is seeing him try to turn off his phone right
Yeah,
now.
let's
He
watch
still
it.
can't connect.
Can he do it?
He's he doesn't.
Why are you putting it on blast like that? Let him go.
He can't-
Turn it on.
You know, I just need a laugh.